I'll kick it off with Ronald Ellis will be in our main event, Saturday night Showtime Championship Boxing. He'll meet two-time undefeated David Benavidez in the main event. And first and foremost, I'll throw it to you, Ronald, for any opening comments. How was training camp?
Training camp was great. Always working my ass off, so it was great. Just worked hard. What more can I say? Try to, get everything I could get out of it.
Yeah, last night on Showbox, where Brandon Lee scored a sensational knockout, we debuted the video feature inside camp, where Showtime went into camp, spent some time with you, spent some time with David. We got a look inside the mindset of Ronald Ellis as he prepared. You mentioned this is the biggest fight of your life, and I'm curious, does that change your preparation? How did that change things for you?
It just makes me work a little bit more harder, you know what I'm saying? Because I got something to prove, so it just made me push it to the limit a little bit more.
Right. Does that mean more sparring? Does that mean more road work?
More everything.
More
everything. Yep.
All right, and then this is the second fight at Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut, where Showtime has formed a residency of sorts. Did you learn anything the first time around that you've been able to sort of keep in your back pocket here?
I just know what I'm getting myself into, First time it sucked in the bubble, but now, I know what I'm expecting, so it got way easier. I came prepared, did what I had to do, no complaints.
Right. And last one for me, and I'll toss it to the media again. If anyone has a question, please raise your hand. I'll get to you in the order that you've raised them, and everyone will get questions from Ronald. So a lot is made of David's power. It's sort of the narrative that builds around his fights. But if you go down your box rec, you have 8 first-round knockouts in your career, nearly identical to David, just one shy of his mark. Do you feel that power is going to be a difference on Saturday night? Do you feel you come in with the same amount of firepower as David does?
It's a difficult question. I really don't know. Nobody knows until we get in there. I got power. A lot of people overlook it because, a couple injuries and all that, but I'm back 100%. So it's just time to, I'll show my power Saturday night.
Great. So we'll now go to media. If anyone has a question, again, raise your hand. First, we'll go to Jake Donovan of Boxing Scene.
Thanks, Greg. Ronald, thank you for doing this. I wanted to ask, I know the last fight, even though you got the win, it's probably not the way you wanted to. Nobody wants to win a fight on injury. But that said, going into that fight, were you expecting an opportunity like this to come next?
Truthfully, yeah, kind of. I expected somebody, Korobov had a good name on him, so I figured get him out the way. And no matter how it got done, he got out the way. I was looking forward for something big. And, this was probably the biggest that came at first, and I grabbed it. Didn't didn't hesitate at all.
Gotcha. And then obviously, fighting a 2-time world champion, you're not going to look ahead past Saturday night. But that said, going into this fight, is the intention for you with a win to stay on the title stage in 2021?
Of course. What else would I be doing it for? Yes, sir.
Gotcha. And then I know you said this is the last time you didn't quite know what to expect going into the bubble. David Benavidez, he's kind of owned up to everything he went through with the weight. You had your issues with the weight. What were you able to do differently to ensure that it wouldn't be an issue this time around?
Just come here on weight and do what I had to do before I get here, because usually you get to the hotel, you can shake a couple pounds off, right. But unfortunately you can't go nowhere. So I knew what happened. I knew what I was getting myself into.
Gotcha. And then with my last question, knowing that you kind of have to be on that weight by the time you come in, how does that change, especially the end of your training camp?
Not too much. I'm fighting at 68 this fight. Last fight was 60, so that's why I really didn't make weight. So 68 wasn't too bad. So I just, just grind.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks so much, Ronald. Best of luck this weekend.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Got it.
Thank you. We'll jump next to Keenan Atchison.
Hey, Ronald, how you doing today, man?
I'm all right. Yourself?
I'm good, brother.
Right.
How exactly do you think you'll be able to offset Benavidez pressure? Because he's a pressure fighter and a power puncher. How do you plan to offset that?
Oh man, I don't feel like giving out all the game plans, but hey, I hope he pressures me. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 hands too, and I'm gonna stay there and I'm gonna fight. I'm just gonna mix it all up. Just do everything that I've been doing my whole career. just all in one night. Just put everything together.
And were you able to find somebody to spar in camp that kind of like emulates that same style?
Not really, but it's boxing. We fighting. It's a fight.
All right. And are you prepared to, this is an eliminator, so you prepared and ready to go ahead and go for the belt after this?
Yes, sir. That's what we're here for. And I need this.
All right, man. Best of luck to you Saturday, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. Take care.
You too.
Okay, great. Next question from Jeremy Hergis of Fansided.
Hi, Ron. Thank you for taking the time to talk. I know last time that we talked, you were talking about, some of the bad luck that you've had in the past with your right hand and injuries and things of that nature. I'm assuming that everything's been good in this camp. You haven't had any setbacks or anything of the such.
Yeah, these last couple of fights, I've been having both hands, so I'm a two-hand fighter again, and I'm just putting them together. No complaints about the hand. Shit been holding up great. It's time to show out.
I know going into the Korbuff fight, kind of a slick boxer. He was kind of showing that a little bit. Now this guy's a guy that likes to come straight at his opponents. Do you see this one kind of turning into a slugfest? And is that what you're anticipating?
Yeah, because he brings pressure. I don't really like to run and all that stuff. Korbuff, like you said, he was slick. He's going to bring pressure. So, of course, there's going to be fireworks. Of course. The fight's going to break out.
Final question for me. I know that with past fights for you and him, people are talking about a lot of weight and things of that nature. He's a big guy. You're a solid guy yourself. What do you like to be in the ring at come fight night? What do you typically rehydrate at, and how big do you see yourself being on fight night?
Fight night, that was the whole point of me going down to 75. I mean, going down to 60 because I only rehydrate to 73, 75. So, we're just going to make it happen. I ain't going to bulk up too much. I'm going to stick to the script.
I hear you. Best of luck to you, Ronald.
My man.
Thank you. Now we'll go to Andres Gomez.
Andre.
Good afternoon, champ. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? I'm all right.
So champ, as we know, this is your first time headlining an event. It's a big card, showtime. Just how do you feel going into this main event?
I feel great, man. I feel excited, I get to see my face on the posters and shit. It feels great, man.
Right. Now, as we know, you've never been stopped before, and we know Benavidez brings a lot of pressure. Just what's your mindset like going into there with such a knockout artist, knowing that you could go the full distance with guys like that?
I'm just gonna work. I'm gonna be smart in there. I ain't gonna just go in there winging punches. I'm really smart. My boxing IQ's there. We're just gonna work. We're gonna try to do anything necessary to win.
All right, champ. Thank you for your time. Wish you the best.
My guy.
All right, next question comes from Jim Conlon.
Hi, Ronald. Just in relation to the preparation for the fight, David has been talking a lot about Canelo Alvarez, and he sort of plans for him in the future. Do you think maybe that's a bit disrespectful to you that he's not talking about you a lot more?
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm being overlooked and all that stuff. But it is what it is, can't control what he thinks or what's going on in his head. But I'm here to cut all that short.
And I suppose in terms of that, for you, Ronald, a victory really propels you to the national stage and the international stage, and it really brings the possibility of fights with the likes of Caleb Plant, Billy Saunders, all these sort of names. So it really opens up great opportunities for you going forward and catapults you right there to really the top of the division.
Yeah, and that's what we're here for, because once after this, they call him the boogeyman. I take care of him. I'll be the boogeyman, and I get to, like you said, get all the big fights, and it's go time.
And I suppose, lastly, for me, Ronald, in terms of this big sort of fight in your career, how much would you love to have maybe 20, 30,000 fans having your entrance music and getting that buzz off the crowd? And for such an important fight in your career, to not have them there is such a shame for you?
We all do it for the crowd and all that, but it's televised. It's worldwide. We got a job to do. We could fight if it was outside, if it was nobody watching. So no difference.
Best of luck, Ronald.
My guy, take it easy.
Thank you. Next question will come from Jay Sewell.
Hey, how you doing, Ronald?
I'm all right. Can't complain.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. You
All
can hear
right.
me?
First,
All right.
okay. Yes. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations and good luck on your fight. So, how motivated are you to go in there and win this fight? David Benavidez is considered an up-and-coming superstar. So, how motivated are you to go in there and get the W and basically offset a lot of plans for David Benavidez? Because a win over David Benavidez leads to a lot of big things, bigger fights, bigger money.
Oh yeah, see, you said it yourself. I think you just answered it. I'm extremely motivated. That gives you an extra push. I'm not just going in there just to make him look good. I'm going in there to look good and do my job. I have to get the victory.
All right, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Gail Kilmartin.
Hi, Ronald.
Hey, what's up, Gail?
What does Benavidez bring to the ring that is going to test you?
He's bringing himself. He was a world champion. Unfortunately, he still is in my eyes. So to be a champion, you got to be the champion. So he's bringing himself, and that's all I need.
Okay. Can I ask, if you get the win, how do you plan to celebrate?
How do I plan to celebrate? I don't know. I didn't even get that far yet. I'm not looking past the night. We're just going to work our asses off, and celebration will come later when I get the bigger fights in this.
Okay. And can I ask you, can you describe yourself in 3 words?
In 3 words, marvelous, marvelous, marvelous.
Okay. Thanks so much for your time, and I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and we'll go to our last question here from Gustavo Neri. Being mindful of your time, Ronald, we appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep. Hi, good afternoon. I hope everybody's good. My question to you, champ, is that many critics and media and whatnot classify David Benavidez as number 1 or number 2 in the weight class. Defeating him, do you proclaim yourself top 1 or 2 at that weight class, champ?
Yeah, of course. Of course, you beat him. I take his spot, if not above, because everybody, he say, she say, everybody's running. I get past him. I'm the big dog.
I'll end it with this one. Does it, like, I know in an aspect of a fighter, it must annoy you when your fighter is focused on other opponents rather than yourself. You talked about, Canelo, the Caleb Plants, the Charles and whatnot. But from a personal level, do you feel like that fuels you even more to get this victory comes Saturday night?
Oh yeah, of course. He ain't saying my name once. He's talking about all these other fighters. I just want to cut that shit short.
Thank you, champ. And wish you the
Yes,
best.
sir. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Ronald. We appreciate it. Again, Ronald Ellis,
My God.
time championship boxing, 9 o'clock Saturday night on Showtime, facing 2-time undefeated David Benavidez in what should be a great fight of the weekend. We appreciate your time, Ronald, and rest up. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Take it easy.